What's up, everybody? This is Aztec 101 in the ring. Uh, we have we have a fight this weekend, Mayweather versus Maidana, um, with the undercard Khan versus Collazo and Broner versus Molina. I'll do those other two fights later on, but I want to talk about Mayweather versus Maidana. Um, I'm not very excited about the fight, but I am. I am kind of. I'm curious. That's what it is. I'm very curious. I wonder what's gonna happen. I already know what to predict. Obviously, I got Mayweather winning this fight, but that can go without saying. That's why I'm not too excited about the fight, right? Because you don't really have to say it to know who's going to win. There's no discussion. This could have been a 3-second video. You know, I just I'm not too happy about the matchup, which is why I'm not supporting it. I'm not gonna pay for it. I'm gonna watch this shit for free. I'm not gonna fucking spend my money on a fight that I personally did not want to see. Uh, it sucks because I want to support fighters like Maidana and Collazo. You know what I mean? I want to, but I don't want to support fighters like Khan, Mayweather. You know, these guys that they're not fighting the fighters they should be fighting. You know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Right now, Maidana's got his WBA belt on the line. Um, Mayweather could possibly take it. This is going to be his first defense for the WBA title after taking it away from Broner. You know, and then you have to ask yourself, how did we get here? How did we get to the point where Marcos Maidana and Floyd Mayweather are fighting? Um, and to me, it's very simple. I think that all this stems from us overhyping Broner. That's what it was. Broner was overhyped. And as soon as Maidana beat him, and beat him, fucked him up, knocked him down twice. Just made it. It turned it into a street fight, and people saw how vulnerable Broner actually is. And then Maidana just exposed everything that was wrong with Broner, his corner. You know, the fact that he's flat-footed. Start questioning his chin, his power. So many questions rose from. See, he went from. This is the reason why I say he was overrated. He went from being not just considered some people's top 10 pound for pound, but also top 10 welterweights after only beating Paulie Malignaggi, which is insane. But it happened. People were fucking overrating him. He was highly overrated, and that's what happened. Some people, anybody sitting out there asking, why is Mayweather fighting Maidana? Why? And you were part of the Broner fucking crew. Fuck you. You caused this. You created the monster. What did Maidana do? All he did was inherit the attention Broner was getting. All right, if Broner was just walking the path of a regular fighter, something like this wouldn't happen. Maidana wouldn't get this kind of attention. All right, you wouldn't. So it is what it is. We created this fucking monster. Now we got to deal with it. Mayweather's fighting Maidana, and this isn't like Broner. In retrospect, if you really think about it, Broner isn't Maidana's toughest opponent. It was just his best looking win. And it was his best looking win against an overrated opponent. That's what it was. That's kind of another reason why I think Mayweather's taking advantage of this. I think he knows this. There's other fights I would rather see him in. But beyond that, I think that Maidana does tend to make things very exciting. Anything can happen in boxing. So that's why I'm excited to watch this fight. And when you have a fighter like Maidana who's strong, can hit hard, you have to just watch it. Just watch the fight. I mean, I pray for the best. I pray that this turns out to be a back and forth exciting fight. That's what I'm hoping it is. But I know only going to be that maybe for a few rounds. But you never know. Again, this is boxing. Um, I don't see this any different as Pacquiao fighting Rios. I think stylistically, uh, he's going to be open to Mayweather attacks. It's just a matchup where Mayweather's supposed to look good. It is. I think it's a matchup where Mayweather's supposed to look good, but who knows? Maybe Maidana can make it happen. Maybe Maidana can really make this fight a competitive fight. If that's the case, then that's great. That'll be great. We have to see, wait and see. As of right now, I'm not gonna bank on that. I'm banking on this being unanimous decision. Floyd Mayweather. I don't think that there's going to be a knockout coming from Mayweather. Not against Marcos Maidana. Maybe if he's able to really destroy Maidana's body, maybe. But I don't know. I don't see this ending in a knockout. But who knows? Who knows? Again, this is boxing. This is why we watch it. But just seeing Floyd Mayweather in his last fights, last 5 fights, I think this is gonna go 12 rounds. He wasn't able to finish Guerrero. I don't see why he would finish Maidana. So in the end, I mean, I see this as a one-sided fight. What do you guys think? Is there a chance of an upset? Um, I mean, I know there's always a possibility in boxing, but more importantly, I want to know, who do you guys think the winner should fight next? So, for example, if I don't care if it's Maidana, if it's Mayweather, who should be fighting the winner of this fight? All right, because there's quite a few options out there. There's Keith Thurman. Um, Keith Thurman just got off a win versus Diaz. I don't know if that win would nail him a fight with Floyd, but he does hold that card, that number one contender card. So he's got that. But in the end, there's always a possibility that these fighters, like either Maidana or Floyd, might want to still continue the path of linealship and go for the IBF title that Porter is holding. So there's Porter there, always an option. Um, so it all depends. It all depends. We'll see what happens. Um, so what do you guys think? Who do you guys think should the winner fight next? And who I want to know also, who would you have rather seen Mayweather fight in this fight? But realistically, don't give me some bullshit name. All right, in this fight, and if you're gonna say Thurman, I want you to explain why. All right, but in this fight, who would you have replaced? My fight would have been Lara. I think Lara versus Floyd at 154. I think Floyd should have just continued the path at 154, and just even the fact that he's fighting bigger guys, they don't have to be big names. But even the fact that he's fighting these bigger guys, I think he'd get more credit than fighting fighters like fucking Guerrero and Maidana and Ortiz and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's who I would have picked. I would pick Lara for this fight. Who do you guys think Floyd should have fought instead of Maidana? This is Aztec 101, and I'm out.